Well, there's been a lot of discussion around transgenders in sport. But what happens when you compare the performance of teenage boys with female Olympians in the area of athletics and swimming? Is there a difference? And how big is that difference? It's a fascinating analysis. Let's check it out. So, as I said, there's been a huge furor around the issue of transgender women, in other words, biological males, competing against females. And the example close to home was Laurel Hubbard in the weightlifting. But more recently, it's been University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas, who previously swam for the men's team before transitioning to female in 2019 and subsequently became the first transgender woman to win an NCAA winning championship. And she's been shattering swimming records just 2 years after competing as a biological male, trouncing her female competitors in various competitions. And transgender woman Leah Thomas, you can probably figure out which one she is in this photo on the left there, of the University of Pennsylvania, stands on the podium after winning the 500-yard freestyle as other medalists pose for a photo. Now, I was referred a fascinating analysis on a website, boysversuswomen.com, and it's based on the National Scholastic Athletics Foundation, which is a highly competitive national track and field event where thousands of high schoolers compete. And boysversuswomen.com have done an analysis of the performance between the boys' performance and compared it to the Olympic women's time from the Olympics in 2016 to see if there's a difference and how big that difference is. And that's why it's called boysversuswomen.com and not boys versus girls. So it's teen boys versus the best in the world for females. And the site says, quote, if the best females in the world aren't competitive against high school males, is it fair for high school males to then compete against high school girls? End quote. And of course, that is a very good question. So let's check this out. And what you will see is you will see the times recorded by male and female, by the boys and the females. And the boys are in blue and the female Olympians are in red. And then what it does is it sorts it into time. So let's check it out. So the boys are blue, the women Olympians are red. Let's press that button. So there's their times. Let's sort them into fastest. And you will see there that the boys are in the top 8. In fact, none of the women's finalist performance met the qualifying time to enter the boys' competition. Let's check out the 200 meters. And once again, similar result. 400 meters is the same. Let's look at the 800 meters. None of the women's final performances met the qualifying time to enter the boys' competition. The only one where female Olympians were more dominant was the 5,000 meters. As you can see there, first teenage boy came in at 4th. Maybe the teenage boys just can't handle that particular distance. But what about different types of athletics? What about the hurdles? Let's check out the 400-meter hurdles. Once again, let's sort them. And the boys performed better, despite having taller hurdles to clear. The long jump. The first female comes in at 5th. Let's also check out the high jump. And a similar trend, isn't it? And the pole vault. And once again, I thought I'd check the shot put, because obviously with our connection with Valerie Adams, but the boys swept the top positions despite having heavier shots. But then they had a look at the swimming, and obviously given the relevance of the Leah Thomas fiasco. And I won't go through each individual chart, but have a look at the summary. Remember, boys is blue, women, female Olympians is red. And as you can see, the blue is dominant. You can see all the different types of swimming there, the backstroke, breaststroke, individual, freestyle. And there's the medal count at the bottom. And yellow is gold, grey is silver, and the brown is bronze. And in the medal count, the female Olympians would have only got 1 bronze. And the analysis concludes This site serves as a reminder that even the fastest and strongest women in the world may not be competitive against boys. Allowing males in any capacity to compete in female-only events will lead to the erosion of the level playing field. Now, that seems common sense, doesn't it? But common sense seems to be fast leaving the room of many sporting codes. I reckon it's time for women to claim back their sport on the basis of biology.